guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. So for today's video I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Now I actually have a lot of construction work and stuff like that going on around me at the minute, so doing a normal sit down video is kind of a little bit impossible because all you can hear is literally drilling. It's been so frustrating. It's been like it for the last 2 weeks, so it's kind of been hard when it comes to filming. So today I thought I'd think a bit outside of the box, and I've kind of mentioned that we have a toy room in the house. So I thought, why not show you guys that? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So without further ado, I'll get into the video. So here we have like Skylander shell. So there's loads of different from like different generations of it. Generations even. Yeah, we basically started collecting this stuff when it first come out, I believe. So there's a fair few, and I know there is a lot more. But yeah, some of them's actually really cool. And then this is the bottom shelf. As you can see, there is a ton of them. It's actually quite a squeeze getting these on. But yeah, I really like some. Yeah, I can't remember. I think this helicopter is from Gears of War, I believe, anyway. Now, we had a little bit of an issue with fitting this anywhere because, as you can see, the propellers are massive. The propellers did get a little bit bent due to like moving and stuff like that, so we're going to try and like steam them out a little bit to like bend the plastic back without causing damage, hopefully. And then, yeah, I'm just going to shut up and kind of show you guys anyway. Favourite shelf. Pokemon. Also, the Monopoly is really good, but the last few times I've played I've actually lost, so it's not too brilliant, but I'm gonna try and up my game, literally. Many different generations going on here as well. Here we have some like random Pokemon figures as well as Digimon and Yokai Watch as well. There's Jimbanian stuff in the back and Badinyan, and then on you down again we have some Biker Mice figures, some Kingdom Hearts stuff, which is actually really cool. The detail on the big guy especially is like next level, and then we have some Final Fantasy figures in the back there. Right, so here we have Skylink stuff, which I actually really like. I mean, this ship especially I really love. I like the colour on it. The only downside to having the ships and stuff is they don't actually come with stands. Like this one here and this one here is like the stands that you click onto the Switch console and the PlayStation. So yeah, apart from that, I feel like they would be able to be displayed so much more better if they come with like clear stands, which I kind of really want them to do. We actually ended up getting 2 versions of Skylinks as well, because Fox's ship I believe came with the Switch, I want to say, and then another one come with the PlayStation, so we kind of got both to kind of get it all. And then we go on to Transformers. Now these, there is so many from like different series and stuff like that. It's Beast Wars here. I only have a few favourites of these. Now these are nothing to do with me, but I can appreciate how cool they are. So yeah. And then here's like some Combiner War figures, which are actually massive. Like, you can see how much of the shelf they take up. I believe it's either 5 or 6 Transformers to make one of the Combiner Wars, I think. I do have a favourite Transformer as well, which is actually this guy here, which is Wheeljack. Now I really like him. I don't know what it is. The car's just really cool and it looks really cool. So coming down to the bottom shelf, we have more Transformers. And then if I come across, I might as well start from the bottom considering I'm on the floor. There is these. Now some of the colours I really like. Now in particular, I would say this guy here. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but the blue is just, oh, stunning. And then if I pan you up, there is so many, like literally so many, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of really impressed how he's managed to get these all on the shelf as well. And more. And then if I stand up, sorry about all the wobbling by the way guys, it's kind of like my first time doing anything like this, so yeah, kind of not brilliant with the angles. Now I can't remember which ones these are, but they're pretty cool. And then there's some up the top, like some primes and stuff, and a massive one at the back, like look how big he is. So there's them. Now if I come over to here, here is where like the bigger boys are. Like I know that this prime is a masterpiece, and I think this wheeljack and this jazz I believe is a deluxe version, which I actually really like. I mean, if I come in a little bit closer you can kind of see the detail and the gloss on it, which is pretty cool. And as I said, wheeljack is one of my favourites anyway, but the prime looks pretty nice as well. I mean, I love anything that's detailed really nice, and you can just appreciate the time and effort that somebody would have had to go through to actually paint this, especially with chrome paint as well. It isn't the easiest to work with. And then if I come down again, this here is a much smaller shelf, but this is like Bruticus, Shockwave, and some Seacons I think they're called at the back there. Again, combiner, but they're the older style ones. There is newer ones out, however they kind of went in and like at the shop straight away. And the one at the back is, oh my god, Sandstorm I think, which is that yellow one here. Now I actually bought that for my partner for his birthday a few years ago, and it was a little bit annoying because it's the last one in Toys R Us at the time, and it's a little bit dodgy to be honest. The legs are quite stiff and it doesn't have its eyes, which is a bit annoying, but I didn't really want to take it back purely because if I took it back he wouldn't have had a present. So yeah, we kind of put him to the back a little bit. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know unless you were looking for it, so that's something. Now if I come across here, whoops, we have Halo stuff, like variety, and more Halo stuff. Now this Pelican, me and my partner actually built together, and it was quite tricky. Like he did one side, I did one side. My side I kind of messed up a little bit, so then we had to try and pull some of the bricks apart, which is quite tricky to do actually, kind of hurts your fingers a little bit, but it's worth it. Like it took a while to build, but I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the shiny figure at the back as well of the Master Chief I believe. And then if I come up again, now here, this one actually is on a stand, which is pretty cool. It's just a clear plastic. I say clear plastic, it's a bit old now, so it's not that clear. And then this big beast of a ship, I have no idea which name that is at all, so I'm not even going to try and pretend sort of thing. And then we come up to this one. This is just pretty much a random chuff to be honest. These are my Kirby's, and I bought him this Gengar, which again was quite hard to do because it's like really tiny pieces, but I wouldn't mind getting some more of these, but like a bigger Blastoise version and stuff like that. Then we have like Zoids, Bucky Aware, Toothless, we have Sonic and Knuckles, we have Samurai Jack, which I actually really like. I got introduced to the cartoon and he's just a really cool guy. Zelda Sword as well, which is pretty cool. And then we have a Dinosaur King figure and a Trigon figure, which I actually really like. We watched this last year and it was pretty good. Like we ended up getting through the series really fast. Oh, and Mario as well. Sonic. giving you the thumbs up. There you go, guys. If you like this video, copy Sonic, give a thumbs up. And then I might have to stand back a little bit for this. This is the top shelf, which is a mixture between Kamen Riders, Power Rangers, Metabots, and I believe that's it. I don't think there's any Beetleborgs up there, although don't quote me on that. And then if I come across here, we have Marvel stuff, which some of it I really like, some of it I'm a little bit iffy with. Like this guy here I'm not the biggest fan of, but I quite like the Venom and stuff like that, and Deadpool at the back there waving his gun about. And then if I pan down again, here we have Dragon Ball and Spawn figures. Now the Dragon Ball stuff I really like. We also have Naruto figures, which again I really like, especially this Pikachu, which is dressed up as Kakashi Sensei from Naruto. Now I really like anything that's kind of crossed over. It's kind of like a double win for me. So yeah, there's that. And we also have what is he called, Cyborg from Teen Titans, as well as Beast Boy from Teen Titans there. Can't remember what he is from at all. Now I do like a majority of the shelf. The only thing that I find a little bit creepy is that clown right there, which is from Spawn, and the Spawn figure there. I get that it's Spawn and that it has to kind of have that creepy effect to it, but it's just something about it like that kind of me out a little bit. So anyway, if we go down to the next shelf, we have some more Halo stuff, which is pretty cool, and then I'm just gonna have to pan it down like this because there's boxes in front. More Halo. So yeah, we have quite a lot of Halo stuff, which to be honest we kind of talked about trying to get more, but it's kind of hard to come by these days. And then here we just have Odd Pop Rhino. There is plenty more of these as well, but they're actually still boxed up. So yeah. Now we're on to one of possibly my favourite parts, to be honest. This is just like a glass cabinet. It's actually a old shop counter, and my partner seen it on sale, so we kind of leapt in and got it. Now here we have some Skylander traps and like the crystals and stuff, and then we just have my random bottle of perfume there. We also have my Pop Rhinos, my DC ones, and some random ones. We have like Tinkerbell and Superman, and then we have Fallout, a Rogue Boy, and then here we have the big Fallout 76 special collection edition, which is actually the big helmet, you can probably tell from here. But this is fully wearable. It's actually really, really cool and quite comfortable as well. It does change your voice a little bit as well, which is just another little cool effect. And on top of that, there's just some more Skylanders that are still boxed that we didn't necessarily have room for. For example, some of these are special editions as well. Like I know these ones here are for autism awareness, which was really, really cool. I think it was a nice touch for the company to actually go out and do something like that. And then we have like the Easter edition there and some baby ones, and then we have legendary dark editions and stuff like that, which I just think is really, really cool, like how much effort they put into kind of doing a variety of stuff like that. I really like. Now if I pan down, oops, kick the door while I'm there, this is probably my favourite part of the whole entire room, to be honest. It has loads and loads of like special edition stuff and just stuff you wouldn't necessarily just go out and buy, but it's kind of cool that it's in the house. So there is a Joker from Persona Amiibo there, and then we have the Joker special edition game that comes with a mask. Now I really, really like this. It is wearable, but it never gets worn. It is literally just for display purposes, but even the box I think is pretty cool. Now next to that we have Catherine edition, which just come with that little sheep. And then if I come across. There's a Just Cause, cannot think of the name for this thing, but I actually really like it. It's really, really cool. And then there is Naruto. Now this one, I think we actually got it from CX or something like that, which was really, really cool. The only downside is he doesn't peg into the stands too brilliantly, but I mean, you can't really complain with that. So sorry about the shadowing in the background, by the way. The light in this room is kind of crazy at the minute. Then we have Cloud from Final Fantasy. Now this is one of my all-time favourites, I think, just because it is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at his face and the detail that's gone into this, and the bike is just awesome. It also feels really weighty as well, which you would expect because it wasn't cheap, but again, it's super cool to have. Then we have another Final Fantasy figure in the background there. Now this, the little guy, I can't remember what it's from. I think it's from Taken, some fighting game anyway. This is another level, I think, in my opinion. I mean, it kind of defies gravity, and whoever thought of this design is pretty flipping cool. I really like it. The only issue we had with this is we couldn't decide which way round we wanted to display it, whether we wanted his back facing the way it is now, or whether you wanted to see his face. But I feel like by having his back towards you, you kind of see all the detailing and stuff like that a little more. Like, look at the muscle definition and stuff like that. It's just incredible for like a statue figure. And then we have the Need for Speed Collector's Edition that come with a little car. And then if I pan down again, we have the Special D car and the guy. We have some Lego cars that we built ourselves with the Lego dinosaur from Frozen. I can't say that word properly, actually, I'm going to take that back. But yeah, from the game. And then there is some Pokemon figures that come with the collector's edition of the game again. There's a Bioshock case and a Fallout case, which I just pray, to be honest, feel like that's why they're in there. Sun and Moon Pokemon, steelbook cases. Now I really like steelbook cases. I'm a bit of a sucker every time I see it, to be honest. That's just a box that gold one come in, which is the steelbook case for Sword and Shield. And then there is some random Star Wars things here, which is like Boba Fett, and I don't really know who that guy is, but they come from like the magazines that you could get a few years ago. And then last but not least, we have a Destroy All Humans collectible figure. It comes with this keyring and this stress ball thing, which when you squeeze it, the eyes pop out. But I really like the statue. Now you had to put the cow and the alien in, but I just think it's really cool. I mean, look at the detailing and stuff like that. And that was the toy room, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you had any favourite pieces or anything like that, please do let me know down below. Also, if you are a collector of anything, like literally anything, please let me know. I get really curious what other people actually like to collect, if anything. But yeah, I know not everybody will appreciate this on my channel, but I know that there are a majority of people who watch me who are into like gaming and collecting and stuff like that. So I thought, why not show you guys? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. It'd be awesome to have you on board. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!